to avoid this, but
we need a new roof.
So if you caught the end of our last episode, then you know we discovered a very, very active roof leak, I guess.
I think the water is just created under our roof.
To be totally honest, we're not sure how it's getting in, but what we are sure of is that it all has to come off.
Yep, so I've done a lot of studying on old YouTubeversity, and I think we can do it. Hopefully, we're about to find out.
We are really excited to be partnering with eTrailer on this video because this is going to be a DIY roof and it's about to save us so much money. To take this in, to get a roof redone and have an RV repair shop do it, it would cost us somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000. And stay tuned though, and you'll find out how much we're able to do it for by ourselves.
And then continue to stay tuned to see if it leaks afterwards.
Hit that subscribe button, you know, and then yeah, come along for that journey too. Please stop that. You are going to fall through the roof. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay.
So in case you missed it, last video we discovered a bunch of water in this corner under the
Okay, maybe don't stand there.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Come back this way. You're gonna fall off the roof and I can't finish this by myself.
So there's a lot of water under there and it was just hanging out, being all wet and whatnot. And that's not good. You don't want that on your wood and under your roof. So we can't really figure out where it's coming in. So we decided we're gonna rip it all off and we're gonna replace it. And the reason we didn't think we might have to do that is because the roof looks like they just freshly recoated this thing. They put down the Turnabond tape and on all the edges and all that, and then coated that and all that stuff. So I was like, surely it's good, but it's not. There's water literally right under there that is, and it's still allowing water in. So we're just gonna replace it all.
But okay, what's the first step? I think the first step is getting some razor blades up here.
Wait, no, we already done the first step, which is we went and got a bunch of tarp. So one big tarp actually, and it's gonna be able to cover this whole thing because there's no chance that we're getting done with this in a single day. And I don't trust it to not rain. So once we get all this stuff off, we're gonna tarp it probably each end of the day. That was first step. Second step is we're going to take out anything that penetrates the roof before we rip the whole old membrane off. So we're going to cut around all the penetrations like the skylight, the vents, and then get all the sealant up and take them out. You sure about it? There's no going back.
Oh, yeah, we're doing this.
Look at that. That's some good looking wood.
Oh, maybe we won't have to replace as much as
Let me go get the drill and take all them out so we can see.
I just don't want these to fall off on the ground and then just run them over. Last one.
Almost there.
Okay. There we go.
Look how wet it is.
Oh gosh.
So it's just been actively leaking.
From where? I don't even know from where.
No.
I mean, this.
It all looks pretty solid though. That's nice. Yeah. It's all pretty good. It's definitely soft though from being wet, but.
If we dry it out, you think it can be saved?
I think it's all pretty good still.
So, okay, what's our roof construction here?
So it looks like our roof is constructed, which sometimes this varies depending on manufacturers, but ours looks like it is just going to be some more of that utility board or luan on top of styrofoam, which is going to be the insulation. This is just the framing that we're seeing in the hole. So it only was the wood that we're seeing under the luan is just there to hold the vent.
Where are you going?
Huh?
Where are you going?
This is where, oh, better idea. We leave this open, okay? And we can mount like tanks have, but it'd be like a Nerf gun. And we can just drive down and I don't know. I feel like people will call cops on us if we shoot people with it. So
with the Nerf gun, yeah, yeah.
Maybe stop signs or something. We can shoot our machine Nerf gun.
We can get one of those t-shirt.
Our torrent. We're gonna have a torrent.
A t-shirt torrent, and we could just shoot our t-shirts at people.
There we go. Perfect. So we're leaving this one. All right.
No. Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh man, that's so wet. Which we knew. Dang. So we're about to, look, there's the mesh tape that they use on seams and stuff, but man, what are we gonna do?
Oh my gosh. You can see they tried to repair this before. You see this seam right here.
It's this whole thing. So this whole, I think this whole thing was leaking right here.
And you know what I just learned on YouTube?
It stinks.
That I learned from the Arizona expert RV repair guy on YouTube that lap sealant is not meant to seal. It is meant as a flashing to divert water. If you have a leak, you are not supposed to just go put more lap sealant on it.
Why does it smell
to seal
like
it.
pee? It smells like pee.
It's probably the adhesive and stuff.
I hope ain't just an animal lived under our roof
Peeing on stuff.
There ain't
Where?
much
There
room.
wouldn't be no room to live.
Don't know, it stinks so.
Anyways, I bet they had a leak and they were like, oh, we'll just slap more stuff on it. They didn't fix the leak, obviously. And that's why it looks like it does now. Because lap sealant and like that type of stuff isn't meant to just fix the brokenness. You're supposed to fix it and then you put lap sealant on it. That's what I learned.
It's pretty terrible, dude.
Well, it is just as bad as we thought it was gonna be. So now we're gonna divide and conquer. Craig's gonna keep taking all the vents and stuff off, and I'm gonna try to start working on getting that or Turnabond tape off the front cap trim piece so that we can pull that off and start peeling it back. I think I got enough of the butyl tape off. I can start unscrewing the screws. Let's try not to fall through the roof though. It's so crazy how much this trim piece is like not attached to the roof at all. These are all new screws. They did this. They did this and they did it bad.
Yeah. I mean, they might have thought they did a good job.
I'm sure they thought they did a good job. I guess that's my point with the whole butyl tape thing, or the Turnabond thing. It's easy to think like, oh yeah, this is working. We've covered it all up.
Yeah.
And it's just not working. Okay, I bent it a little bit. We might get new ones, but also it can bend back. It's pretty like flexible metal. But let's see what Craig has going on over here at the skylight. I keep hearing him say things like, oh, it's bad. And now I gotta go, now I'm too curious. We're just gonna toss that over. Bye-bye. Let's go check out the skylight.
So the skylight is another area where we saw water, which you can see water right here actually as we're talking about it, coming out from under the Turnabond tape that they put down. I think we're gonna have some damage under here. My gloves are soaked from the amount of water that was trapped under this.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
It's about to be bad.
Why?
I don't even know how like it's getting in this bad, which is
I think it's been
insane.
running down the skylight and then just getting trapped in the butyl tape.
Oh
the butyl
yeah,
tape,
and just soaking in because
Yeah.
the butyl tape just peeled off. Like
it wasn't flat.
Yeah.
It had like little wrinkles and stuff in it. So like obviously the water was just hitting this and then going down and getting in the, you know, if it's like wrinkled up in there and then it's just seeping in.
It's crazy. Hey guys, I just bought these pants.
Guess where from?
Sam's Club. They got some nice ones. They're called brand weatherproof. But yep, breaking them in nice and good today already. So I got all the screws out. I've cut around it. Now it's just gonna simply peel up. Super easy. It's not gonna be a challenge at all.
Only because it's rotten probably. Oh my gosh. It's just standing water.
Yep. All right, here we go. This is definitely going to crack when we peel it up.
So we're gonna need a new skylight.
Yep. Yep.
And there it goes.
Already.
You're just going for it that way, huh?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh gosh.
It looks like it was the vent
The
leaking.
vent, it's not even bad around the skylight.
It is now. Interesting that it was this dang vent the entire time.
You can see it's wet It is wet. All the vents are out.
All the vents. The only thing I left attached is the ladder, which we're gonna do that, but we got to carry all this stuff down before I unattach the ladder and have a way down. Yeah. So.
And then.
Where are we going? What's next? What's now?
Next, I think, after we take everything down.
Start peeling it back?
We start peeling it back. See what we're working with in terms of the wood. We assess what we need, and we go get it.
I think
we start replacing.
I think the way we do it is we'll just cut it all the way down along this top edge, because technically we got to take the little, like what's on the Brinkley, that little
edge trim piece, yeah,
off. But I don't really feel like doing that. I just want to peel the roof off and then assess that after we can see. We're gonna have to take it off, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the roof off.
This whole front corner is not looking good. Your side looks good though.
Yeah, it's pretty sticky too. It'll take your shoes off.
Mine's not sticky no more.
Oh my.
Everywhere where they previously repaired it is still completely wet.
Yeah.
So, is it better or worse than you thought?
I don't know yet. well, I do know. It's worse, for sure.
Worse.
I didn't expect that whole edge to be gone.
I didn't either. I thought it was just gonna be that corner. All right, so we got all of it peeled out besides around all the edges. And unfortunately, there are more areas of the roof than we were hoping that with damage. Basically, the whole driver's side edge is rotten.
Yeah, like the wood needs to be cut out and replaced, and
or however it's supposed to be repaired. We're going to be watching some videos.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
Roof. It looks like somebody redid the roof at some point.
Yeah, I think if you're going to replace your roof yourself, one of the things you might want to have on hand is a spare back.
A spare back.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough on the old back, that's for sure.
It was pretty glued down in some spots. But you can see where there's like this yellow fiber tape that they used around the patched in wood that clearly somebody replaced at some point, and also wherever they accidentally tore up the wood a little bit, which we'll have to do again. So somebody replaced the roof at some point.
At some point.
And then it leaked again in basically all of the same exact spots. So hopefully we can make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, we got it off. So now all we gotta do is clean up the edges, get the trim taken off, and then, yeah, that's it. That's all we got until we don't actually have the roof and stuff right now. We're waiting on it. We're waiting on it. So, yeah, gotta get our tarp out, get it ready.
Whew, okay, the edge trim pieces have been removed. Now we're gonna head to Harbor Freight this evening so we can get some more scrapers to get all of this butyl tape off of the trim pieces. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Okay. Good morning. We got the scrapers from Harbor Freight last night. $5.49 for all these scrapers. Harbor Freight, you really can't beat it. I mean, come on. And it's already working pretty good at getting the butyl tape off. So that's the goal this morning. Continue scraping butyl tape, and then we'll continue to assess the situation on the roof with the old rotted wood. We did some research last night, and we've come to the conclusion that there's basically no really good, perfect way to redo a vacuum bonded roof, which a vacuum bonded roof means there's a layer of thin plywood like utility board, Luan, then styrofoam, then another thin Luan utility board, and then they suck all the air out of it with glue in between everything, and it just glues it all together. Which also creates the structure. I think what we're going to do is get rid of the necessary wood. That way we're not just peeling up wood that doesn't need to be messed up. Basically anything that's still stuck, we're leaving, because there's no sense in removing structure. If it's totally rotten and peeling off, we're getting rid of it. Yeah. And then after that, we're going to put the new wood down, and then I think we're going to go across the entire roof with a new layer of wood also. just to put everything smooth, maybe give us a little, basically instead of just like an 1/8 inch, it'll be a 1/4 inch on top. That'll give us a little bit more solid structure.
Yeah, hopefully. I think it'll be a little better. And then also there is some metal tubes that go across the roof in this thing, and I don't know where, and we're not unburying them. So it will have a little bit of that to carry some of the weight, but really the vacuum bonded roof is the structure of this RV, which isn't great. So we're going to try and save as much as possible.
Let's do it. First up, I guess, we remove all the rotten stuff. More demolition, Craig's favorite.
Like this?
Yeah, like that.
I want to remove this guy, like this one right here.
Okay, let's do it first.
I just know there's about to be a hole under it going straight through. Has to be.
Let's see.
Where's my scraper? Let's get that thing.
This one right here.
That's pretty good. Right there.
What the heck? This is what I don't get. Why is there like rotten?
Oh no.
Why is there rotten wood on top of good wood?
I don't know.
Why'd the new wood rot so easily?
I don't, yeah, that's the question. Oh man. That's just our styrofoam right there. That's our insulation in the roof. Oh. That's just a big gap that we probably should try and fill.
Use that.
Dang. Pretty terrible.
It's weird because it's all dry.
Yeah, except for that, I guess it was just soaking it all up.
Was this not dry? Maybe it was a weird color from the glue? Like,
no,
is this wet? It's not wet on this side?
Yeah, but it was all like bubbled up, which is
It had gotten wet.
I don't know. Like it looks like it would have been wet. How come? That is a good observation. That definitely got wet. Like there's still white mold on it.
Well, we felt water up there in that corner.
Yeah, this one I think we never saw water with, so.
That's true.
I don't know.
And on the inside, we never saw any water. Up there, we did see some water.
It's gonna be just like scraping back all the brittle parts, I think, and then going over it. Yeah. All this. Literally water sitting on top.
Oh. See, this is the part that I knew was gonna be bad. I can see it still wet under there.
Ooh.
Oh gosh. Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're done scraping off wood. We've scraped off all the wood we're gonna scrape off. Now we just gotta head to Home Depot, pick up some boards to cover up that pink styrofoam you see, because you could see quite a bit of it. Glue everything down, cover the whole thing again, and we'll be well on our way to that new roof. We called it an evening after our trip to Home Depot last night, but this morning, we're up and ready to fix a roof.
We're ready to do something. Hopefully it's fixing it and not making it worse.
Hopefully so.
I think we got a pretty solid idea.
I think so. So since we clearly, and yes, we did remove this entire front sheet, as you can see, more pink styrofoam. But since we removed the structure by breaking that vacuum bond on this piece, we took a whole piece off. We're gonna put some structure back just like we did in that rear bedroom wall and add a roof joist going all the way across so that also the front cap up there has something to screw into.
Right. So wood fits, all I gotta do now is cut the foam out so the 2x4 will lay down, and it should be pretty close to the same width as how thick the foam is and everything.
Oh. Nice. First time Craig's using the Craig. Since it's a 2x4, which is about 1.5 inches thick, we got to use these 2.5 inch screws, which did come with our Craig. We just bought I've always wanted to buy a Craig. I mean, I already had one, but everybody needs 2 Kegs, right?
You're lame.
Anyways, I think this is gonna be so helpful. We're gonna be able to like actually screw it in good and attach it to the framing that's here. So there's a metal frame here and a piece of wood, like truss or whatever here. So that's what we're attaching our additional joists to. Whoa. Wow, how do you like that?
Good, I like it good.
Wow.
Nice. That'll give that something to sit on. Now we gotta measure that and do it all again. Nice, dude. Nice, when it goes together good, it makes me happy. And then that'll fold down on that. If you guys are wondering why we even are adding this, it's because all this had to screw into was like the utility board, the roof, which isn't very thick. And a lot of times what happens after all our research on YouTube, a lot of people talked about how this will pull up and then it makes it easier for water to get in. And that could have been what started everything. So we're adding support here. So this will have something real solid to screw into and be nice and secure. So now what we need to do is measure, which if I remember right from last night, 38 inch is that way. And then we can put a new sheet in. It'll cover up all this.
Glue it down. We're using 5mm underlayment plywood, which is a little bit thicker than like the 2.7mm Luan that we used on the interior, which should help give the roof a little bit better structure. And I'm pretty sure it's what they already used up there. But it looks good. Feels pretty solid.
We still got to cut this straight. We're just going to cut all the bad edges off and make a straight line so we can put a nice new sheet down on this edge over here.
There's quite a few cross beams in this section already that are metal, which is nice, so we don't have to add any more to this little part that we're doing. All right, I think it's time for our first replacement piece of roof to go on. You ready for this?
I think.
Okay.
I guess I'll go down in this hole to spread all this glue.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we're using this PL300 foam board adhesive. It should adhere the wood to the foam board pretty good. And then we'll use staples to attach it to the actual like wood and metal framing pieces. Pick it and up and place it into place.
Just now to set something heavy on it, right?
Yeah, so the glue can fully adhere, but
I guess I'll hang my weights.
It's on there. We did notice some sagging over there in the roof, so we went on the inside and put some support 2x4s in there so that it would hold the weight and let us have a flat surface to glue to, because otherwise the foam was sagging a bit. Are you ready for it? We will have gotten just enough, I think, of that glue. Putting it in place. Now we just need some heavy stuff. All right, next phase of this project, we are going to put our whole new layer of roof down. We got the pieces in. So the plan is basically to just lay sheet after sheet of fresh plywood, gluing it to the other roof, and then staple it together.
Yep, glue and staple, and then we'll have the membrane once it gets there, and we'll lay that across it.
We have a roof. Well, we have roof decking.
Well, all of it will probably be new eventually.
So adding all of this wood to the roof adds about 90 pounds total. And we do realize that we need to watch our weight, but we're planning on adding solar.
Yeah.
And we wanted a nice smooth surface for our new roof membrane to stick to. So we felt it was worth it.
Yeah, also, the other roof, I don't know if you saw it or not, it was kind of missing in places. So
We had to do this.
It was kind of necessary. Yeah. I think this is going to be a lot nicer. All we have to do now is cut out all the little holes.
I think I could jump up and down.
No, don't do that. Maybe not that. Little holes for all the vents, and then wait on the roof membrane to get here, and we'll slap it down. It'll be good to go. That glued together pretty good, actually. I guess that's how thick our roof deck is now.
There's one.
All right, now that we've gotten the really bad sections of the old roof off, replaced. You laughing at me?
Yeah, what are you saying?
I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, old roof stuff off, new roof stuff on. We laid all of our sheets out. We are ready to put the new roof on, kind of. We have officially gotten our entire roof kit in from eTrailer.com. It comes with everything you need to install it. And we've watched the eTrailer how-to video. We're doing the Alpha Systems roof membrane kit with the adhesives, the butyl tape, the lap sealant. It all comes together. Scan this QR code if you want to see all of the roof kits that eTrailer has on their websites. They have it for all different sizes and colors and anything you might need. But first, we have to do what Craig is up there doing right now, which is fully clean off all of the edges where the old trim pieces were. We're pulling out staples, we're getting old butyl tape off, we're cleaning it up so that the new roof can go on. There's a couple of things that don't come with the roof kit, and well, it's the seam tape, just two different kinds that we've seen all the people on all the different videos use. The front cap, we've cleaned everything up as best as we can. The front cap is mostly clean. I think it's gonna
Clean enough. I don't care.
I'll get off.
Dang it.
It's very sticky, but we've got the butyl tape and the lap sealant to put over it. I think it's gonna be fine.
You know what, all you roofing people out there, if you watch this video, quit skipping. Y'all always like, just clean the sides up before you do blah, blah, blah. You don't show you cleaning it, and I don't think you are. I don't think you're cleaning them, because that was terrible.
Well,
My elbow hurts.
The regular sides were fine. It was only the area where they used improper sealant stuff where it was terrible.
What do you do when you run into that, though?
It's a good question. Anyways.
Back to this. Yeah, anyways. We got fiber tape.
This is drywall seam tape.
And it's called fiber tape. So
it's that meshy type stuff, and it's going to go across all of the seams where the boards meet, and anywhere that we put staples down, it keeps it so that no staples or seams or edges cut the roof, right?
Yep, everything we've done so far we've gotten from like Home Depot or Lowe's. So, but it's like the same stuff that they carry at RV stores a lot of times. So.
Except for the glue and all the roof kit that we got from the trailer. Like, we got the real stuff for that.
A lot of times the glues, the roofing brand glues are engineered to adhere to the roofing material that the RV roof people use. So I would say maybe stick to them brands on that stuff, but fiber tape, it don't matter. It's gonna do the same thing.
The Arizona RV expert guy, he's good too. We watched a lot of videos on
a lot of people commented about him in one of our roof videos. So
we've been watching him, and something he said is he just uses along all of the edges, you'll see, we're doing it here in a second, is Gorilla Tape. They do make special RV edge seam tape, but he seemed to think it doesn't matter. This is not the stuff that's waterproofing the RV. It has nothing to do with actually sealing the RV.
No, it's just kind of like a buffer between the membrane and the sharp edges. I actually did something just like that for our solar panels on the Brinkley, because one of the solar panels sat right on the roof on the edge, and I was just worried that the vibrations every time might rub a hole in it. So I put some Eternabond tape right there on that edge, and it seems to be good.
So that's the next step in this process. It'll probably take a little while, and then we can move on to actually putting the roof membrane on.
So since we laid down all the new wood on top, we also put staples just like every couple feet throughout going this way to attach to the old structure. So we're going to cover up all our staple sections with this also, so in case any of the staples try to work their way out, they'll have to go through this, through the glue that this is going to capture, and then also through the roof to create a hole.
Another thing I saw on some of the YouTube videos we watched for roof installs was using the tape around any of the openings, which I thought was a really good idea. That way, just in case any water ever does seep through, it's not gonna soak in to the wood here. So it just adds a little extra layer of protection and covers up any of those sharp edges. The next thing we have to do is take some butyl tape around all of the edges and stick it on, but leave the paper on it because the roof membrane is going to go over it on the edges. Once it's in place, we'll peel the paper off and then the roof membrane can stick to it. It's just to hold it taut and in place.
The roof's gonna be the nicest part of this thing.
Probably so.
You're in the way, dude.
And remember, we don't peel the paper off.
I'm about to. You
Until
don't get
we're
up
ready
out my
to
way.
stick it.
You better. I'm peeling it. I'm peeling it.
Don't peel it. Okay. All right, now it's time. Tell them what it's time for.
Huh?
Tell them what it's time for. It's time.
To lift 80 pounds.
Onto the roof.
I don't know if I can.
I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but we got to get this huge roll of roof membrane up on the roof. What's the plan? What's the plan, Stan?
I ain't just slide it up there.
I can probably pull it a little bit.
Lift with your back.
Isn't that the opposite of what you're supposed to do? Okay, that wasn't too bad.
We got it. Thank goodness
Now
it
we
ain't
have
as
to-
tall as that RV.
Now we have to unpackage it.
Ooh, got it.
Don't step in the hole
Where?
to your,
Way over here.
no, that one.
I was looking at it.
I didn't want you to fall in a hole, okay? It's just so big and heavy. Okay, here we go.
So the goal here is to get this laid out on the roof,
Other direction.
other direction, this way, and then that'll be it for today because it gets dark at like 5 o'clock for some
Are we
reason.
not gluing it down? I thought we were gonna glue it down and let it dry overnight.
We'll see. We're pushing it. We gotta. What time is it?
It's only 3
o'clock.
We have
So
like
we
2
should
hours.
we should be able to.
Yeah.
Victoria's freaking out. Don't say nothing that she doesn't agree with, guys.
We're on a tight deadline here.
You pick that side up. Don't step in the hole. Don't step in the hole. That hole that was 5 feet away, I was sure you was gonna step in.
We like roll some out and then we
Needs to be even.
lining it up with this thing.
Your side might need to come towards you just a hair. Back up, roll some out. That's probably won't be enough.
Are you
Put
sure?
your side up and slide it this way. So it's important to make sure before you roll this thing out, because we're going to put glue down and roll it out as we go. You can do that, or you can roll it all the way out, make sure everything's straight, and then fold it back, glue it, fold the other side, glue that, and then, you know, like that. We're not doing all that. We ain't got time. We're just going to make sure everything is straight, which Victoria cannot do for some reason, and her side is not straight.
Why? How come it's my side that's not straight? Why isn't it
I done
Craig's side
straightened
that's
my
not
side
Well, it's straight.
multiple
It's
times
straight.
to hers, and then she just moves it for no reason. So now we got to do that again, and then maybe we'll
You
get
know what?
to
We're
glue
gonna
it
let
down.
Craig straighten it, and I'm gonna go get
Hey,
the glue.
I'll just do this whole
Oh,
thing all
okay.
by
Yes,
myself.
I bet you will.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna go get the glue,
Okay.
and you're gonna just work on
stand here.
straightening this. So the game plan here is obviously this back part that I'm sitting on right now will be glued down last. We are using foam rollers to apply the glue, and then as we roll it out, I'll stay on this side of the roll, and I will be kind of smoothing out all the bubbles from the center outward to make sure everything is nice and flat. There we go. We did it. The roof is glued on. Obviously it is not done, but we got it glued on before sunset. And tomorrow we will finish this job. First order of business today, we're back at the front cap area. And now we have to trim some of this off because we actually have to be able to stick it underneath the front cap membrane, so it can't be this long.
All right, so we got the roof membrane put under the front cap. It's ready to be tacked down. But before we do that, we have to pull the backing off the butyl tape that we ran along the sides at the top. So what we're gonna do is pull the backing off, pull the membrane tight over the butyl tape, and then put a couple staples in it. The idea is that the butyl tape and the staples will hold the membrane taut. And then we can get the top trim pieces put on while that's holding that, and it should all be nice and tight against the roof structure.
Important thing with the staples, it should go like underneath the butyl tape, and you just want to make sure that it's going to go underneath the trim pieces that are going back on the RV. We had already cleaned these and they were marked with where they went. If you're doing this, don't forget to mark which trim pieces go where. Our kit from e-trailer came with the butyl tape we need. We'll run a line of butyl tape on the back of the trim piece and then screw it in. For the front piece here, we actually ordered a brand new piece of trim from a local RV dealership. They ordered it, it was like 30 bucks. It came in because we could not get all the gunk off that other piece of trim, and the front was where it was leaking. So we did not want that to be an issue.
Yeah, we didn't want to risk it again.
So when that gets pushed down, obviously a lap sealant goes all around it. This will get pushed down, but there's this edge here, right here, where there's going to be definitely opportunity for water to get in.
Yep.
No trim pieces.
Yep.
What do we do there?
I guess just lap sealant
Lap
everywhere,
sealant.
all
Lap
over.
Sealant everywhere. Another weird thing we discovered is that our trim piece along the top does not go all the way to the end like most people's do. So I think we're going to get an extra little piece of trim from somewhere to add on there. But for now, we're working on tucking the corner. So we're going to cut this and then tuck it into here before we install all this back down. Quickly losing daylight, but we've got butyl tape on the bottom of this metal roof piece here. We're going to have butyl tape on the bottom of the trim piece going on. We're going to screw it down, and then tomorrow is when we will get all of the fans and lap sealant and all of that good stuff on so that we can officially have this roof sealed up.
So just like the front corners, we got to fold this, crease it here and fold it, and then bring it behind this. That way creates a nice good tight seam.
New butyl tape for the back trim piece. What you doing down there?
Keeping us warm.
And then it fits right over the edge. And we screw it down, and then we can trim the last bit of flappy stuff off down here. Of course, this does mean we'll have to redo the vinyl insert trim along this trim piece, but it's not really that big of a deal. Plus, thank you to everyone who let us know that we put it in wrong the first time. Anyways, apparently there is a right and a wrong way to put this in, and the part that is curved actually faces outward. So originally this RV had just vents, a few things. All vents, no fans, except for in the bathroom, a very small, dinky little fan that was
yeah, it was
somebody
pretty
put
terrible.
in.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work. Also, it did have 4 vent holes, and I don't know if you guys noticed through all of this, we covered one of those up.
Yeah, we got to buy, it just reminds me we got to buy some foam to put in the
Put on from the
thing.
inside, but you can't see it on the roof anymore, it's gone. But e-trailer sent us fans for all of our remaining holes in the roof. And so we've got these Max Fan Deluxe. We've got 2 of them that have the rain shields, 10 speed.
Yeah, she just told me they're like built-in rain things, so you don't have to get the cover that all goes over them. You don't have to buy the extra cover that goes over them because it's already all built in or whatever.
I'm really excited about these. We got this for above the bed and in our office area, and then we got a smaller one for the toilet room because it doesn't really need, it's a small room, so we don't need a big one. I'm excited to get these installed though. And of course, new vent cover. We've got a new skylight. E-Trailer sent it all to us because they wanted to make sure we didn't have a leaky roof.
It better not leak after all this, dang it.
All new stuff.
I quit. I'll never do it again if it leaks after all this.
So thank you, E-Trailer, and let's get going. You gonna just toss that big box up to me? No.
I think I can just toss it up.
No, back here. Oh my gosh.
Do better. Do better.
I caught it.
You ready?
Yeah, do that just again. Okay, good job. Wow.
Move the box.
So the hinge faces forward so that whatever direction it opens, it's not
catching air.
What are you gonna do?
I am gonna cut an X. X marks a spot for buried treasure. And when I say buried treasure, I just mean more wood rot. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
No going back. No going back.
Don't cut too far.
How far do you go? Just to the edge, right?
Just to the corner, yeah.
This feels wrong. I don't like it.
Our brand new roof. And now we'll just take the extra roofing material and fold it up and staple it in on the inside. And then we can install our fan.
We've got it fully coated in butyl tape all the way around. We can go ahead and set it in place.
Installation seems like it was gonna be pretty easy, but we just watched an E-Trailer how-to video to make sure we were doing it right. And we were gonna do it right. First up is gonna be putting butyl tape around the, whatever this is called.
Yeah, dude.
Little part that goes on the top to seal everything up.
All right, now I'm putting it in. I'm doing it.
Okay, make sure the metal things are facing to the sides and that it's basically centered in the hole. And then we can just set it on. There's the other one. And then the best part, you can peel this plastic off. Let's see here. Anybody else like to peel stuff off like this? It's my favorite thing. Ta-da!
So 2 more times and we'll have it done, mostly. We still gotta do the lap sealant on everything. So 2 more days and we'll be there, guys.
No.
All right, let's go, come on.
Skylight time. Got our new skylight from E-Trailer. They have all the different sizes, and don't forget, we've got our list of everything we've gotten from E-Trailer right here on this QR code if you're looking for what we got. And then of course you probably want to get your own correct sizes. Other interesting thing to note about skylights is that you are not supposed to use lap sealant on them. You have to use special skylight sealant. We've got our special skylight sealant and we've got our butyl tape. So we're gonna put butyl tape around. Why did it suddenly go from sunny to almost sunset? Huh, Victoria and Craig? What happened? Why do you suddenly have a different shirt on, Victoria? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we drove 30 minutes to an RV supply store because we remembered we needed those little pieces of trim, only to realize that they were closed on Mondays, the parts area was, but it was Southern RV over in McDonald, and man, they are so nice.
Yeah, if you're in this area with an RV, you need to just use them guys.
They came out and helped us anyways.
Super professional. Actually cared.
They really cared. They were so nice. They didn't have the part we needed, but they could have ordered it for us. I think the type of trim that we have on our RV is a little bit old because it's an old RV, so they just didn't have that in stock. Here we go. Now we have to seal all of the other flat surfaces with the Alpha System self-leveling lap sealant. So if it's a flat horizontal surface, use the self-leveling. This came with the roof kit with all the amount you need. And then on all the vertical surfaces, like on the edge of the sides of the RV, we will use the non-sag lap sealant, which also came with the roof kit. We did not cut our AC hole right here because we've got some plans for the AC, some potential plans. So we're not ready to put that old AC back in yet. So we're just gonna leave it covered for now. So like we mentioned, our RV was weird and the trim pieces on the sides of it didn't extend all the way to the front and back, making us have this weird thing where the roof membrane comes over the edge of the RV and there's nothing really attaching it to the edge of the RV. So I've cleaned up this old piece of trim that was from the front cap. We're gonna cut off little sections of this and use it to fully extend our side trim pieces to the front and the back. It's not the prettiest thing, but I think it'll work, and it's gonna have lap sealing all over it, so I don't think it'll be too noticeable that it doesn't exactly match.
So last step we got for the roof is to do the non-sag lap sealant along the top of the trim pieces on the side and the back. And then I think we got a little bit more non-sag to do on the front now that we put the last pieces on. And that's it for the roof. I'm so ready to be done with this dang roof too.
And just like that, we have a new roof.
My
Brand
back.
new. I think we did a great job.
My back feels like it did a good job.
I'm telling you, it really wasn't, I mean, Craig's back hurts right now, but in terms of the whole process overall, it wasn't that bad. It was better than I thought it was gonna be when you think about doing our new roof.
It's time consuming and you most likely won't have to do as much as we had to do if you do need to do a new roof. As long as you do a new roof in time, I guess. Yeah.
And you save so much money. Let's go through the numbers. I added it all up. You guys know eTrailer sent us this roof kit, but I have pulled the prices of all the stuff we use, and we're gonna tell you guys how much it would cost if you wanted to do your new roof around this size.
And just so you guys know, when we went to Southern RV, yesterday it was, he told us that on average, new roofs, if you have them done, because most service hours are like $150 to $200 an hour. What did he say? It was like $10,000 to $12,000.
Yeah, I was like 5,000 to 7,000, right? Because you guys know that's what I said at the beginning, and he was like, up.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. $10,000 to $12,000 if you get a new roof done by a place.
If you want to DIY your roof, and let's say you're doing it in time and you don't need to replace all your roof decking, you just need the roof kit, the skylight, because you're always going to have to replace your skylight, and your roof vent, you will be out a total of like $950. So less than $1,000 you can DIY your own roof. Yeah.
But we are going to give you the numbers to what it cost us to do everything that we did, which was a lot more than typical.
So let's say
it's like it's the most, actually. I think that's what we'll say. It's the most you can do for a roof.
Yeah, it's all new. I'm really so excited and proud of us. If you're proud of us, let us know in the comments. It might just be me that's proud of us, but I think we did a good job. But let's say you didn't do your roof in time, and now you've got to repair your roof decking similar to what we did. All of that wood, the wood glue, the supplies to do all that costs us an extra $300, bringing the total up to $1,250. Of course, we did a little extra there too.
Yeah, you got to add the fans. The fans shocked me on the price.
So we got nice fans.
I didn't know. First of all, guys, remember the other day we were like, Victoria's bougie? Okay, I didn't even know fans went this expensive. She just ordered them.
They're not the most expensive, okay?
Let's hear it.
So we got two pretty nice fans and then one kind of normal fan for the bathroom. So if you add all the fans together, that'll cost you about $780. So if you did a new roof, new fans, you had to replace your roof decking, you did the whole shebang, you're right a little bit over $2,000.
And we did not factor in an AC, because I would assume you're keeping your AC if it's working. If it doesn't work, ACs can run between, I believe it's $1,500 to $2,500 for a new AC, and that's not including somebody installing it.
So, I know, don't tell the RV shops that we're telling you guys the secrets to DIYing and how to save about $10,000.
You save $10,000, but you take off probably 5 years of your life, I think.
And that's the price you pay.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Was it worth it? Is our new roof worth it?
When I'm 85, ask me again.
I'm asking them. I'm not asking you. Anyways, we so much appreciate you guys joining us on our roof journey. Next, we're gonna finally get to some of the more fun stuff inside the RV.
All right, this video is done, guys.
Yep.
We gotta go. We spent too much time, but hold on now, okay? One last thing. My back is hurting and it's your guys' fault because all you guys commented when we found the roof damage, just do a whole new roof, do the roof. So I did, and now I'm in pain. So you have to click the subscribe button. It's fair, it's fair. You agree?
Yeah,
I think it's fair.
it's a fair exchange.
If you don't click the subscribe button, at least just watch our next video, okay?
Or give us a thumbs up. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, do something. It's
All
nice.
right.
Thanks for being here. We'll
Bye.
see you guys on the next one. I don't really know how much of this glue we should be using, but
All of it.
I also fear.
How did that just happen?
Oh my gosh.
Well,